So this is probably going to be the last video upload. I want to tell you all thank you guys so much for the support over the last year and a half. It's been a big factor in us continuing to do this homestead life, this homestead vlogging for you guys on YouTube, because you guys know I get a lot of backlash anytime I ever post anything to do with my animals and processing them and raising them for the freezer camp. So I just want to tell you all the ones that do support us, thank you very much, because most of y'all know we do get a lot of hate comments. I get death threats, and sometimes it makes you want to quit. It makes you want to quit putting your life out there, because it'd be a lot easier not to film and put videos out there. It would be really easy to quit doing that. But I don't do, like I said, I just don't do this for all you all. I'll do it for my family as well. So thank you guys so much for the support. This is going to be probably going to be the last upload on Jesse. He's getting ready to go to the processor, and I'll show you all this. I did a little video for y'all, and hope you guys like seeing Jesse probably for the last time. Thanks for watching. Today is a bit of a sad day. We're going to be giving Jesse his last meal today, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with him. I got him a little treat. I got him a bale of alfalfa. This stuff is supposed to be really good. Cows love it. I thought I'd treat him one last time, even though he has had an awesome life out here on the homestead. We're just going to give him that last meal that I think he's really going to enjoy. I'm going to be loading him up tomorrow and heading him over to the processor. So I'll show you guys giving him his last meal. You guys can follow along with it. If you guys are, it's a sad day. I know it's a sad day because we've got so attached to Jesse and bringing him up till he is now, but the reality of it is we've always had him for one purpose, and that was to raise him to the best of our ability in the best conditions possible for an animal, and I think we've done that. I think we've achieved that, and he's to feed our family. And if you guys been following along very long, you guys know that I've never intended on keeping Jesse. I've given internet a long time, a long opportunity to buy Jesse from him. No one stepped up. A lot of people want to be keyboard warriors out there and tell me how awful I am, how I'm a terrible person, I deserve to die because we raise animals for our freezer. I get all those people that left them comments. I gave you the opportunity to buy Jesse. None of y'all did. So it's on you, not me. But anyways, I'll show you guys feeding Jesse for the last time. And I'll be loading him up tomorrow evening. We're going to concentrate on Jesse. I'll talk a little bit more about him after I feed him, and then we'll just look at him a little bit and enjoy him while we can. His presence here on the homestead. He's going to be missed, but once we get him back from the processor, you guys know how it is. Hey, Gabby. Are you going to miss Jesse too? Huh? You don't know, do you? You don't know. All right, so we got a bale of alfalfa. This stuff's $5 stuff. It's like $17 for that bale. I got some more grain for him. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the option. For the next 24 hours, we'll have a full bale, and he'll have some grain. What's up, Lily? So we'll feed him that. He's never had alfalfa. He's always had either hay or grass out here. He was pasture raised for most of his life until like the last few weeks. I had to pin him up because he kept getting out. So Gabby, if you move out of the way, thank you. Lily, move. They're in a little bit of shade there, but we're gonna give that to Jesse. Now, if any of you guys are thinking about raising a steer for the processor for your freezer, they're really not that hard to raise if you have the right setup. I've talked about this before in my other videos. I will not raise another steer in this pen. This is a sheep pen. This isn't for a big 1,000-pound steer. When they're little, it's fine. But once they start getting 600, 700, 800 pounds, they're reaching over the fence. If you ain't got the barbed wire electric fence set up, they are going to destroy your sheep and goat pen. So I learned a hard lesson that way. But it's going to be worth it, because when we get Jesse back, we know exactly what we fed Jesse. We know he has lived a stress-free life, other than the fact whenever he gets separated from the sheep for a couple days, he used to go on hunger strike every now and then. But he's doing good, you can see. But we know exactly what we put in our meat. Is it cheaper to raise your own steer? It kind of depends. I did a breakdown a couple years ago on the steer we did, and I think it was, I can't remember the exact numbers. If I could find this video, I'll put it up there, over there. If not, then you guys kind of just search for it yourself if you're interested in that. But I don't know if it's cheaper, because I have not kept track of how much grain I fed Jesse. Now this is a little bit more expensive grain that I got. These are the big pellets. Now I used to get them in bulk, and it was really cheap to get bulk feed. I can get like 1,000 pounds for $90. And he grew on that his whole life up here until last month or so. I've been giving this other stuff. But as far as it being cheaper, I don't know on Jesse. It probably was cheaper for Jesse to raise Jesse, because I actually had him on pasture almost his whole life, like I said before. And the other steer we had in a pen about like this, that we bought him at 600 pounds, raised him up to a little over 1,000, and we processed him. So that was a little bit more expensive, because we paid a little bit more money for him, and we put so he was bigger, so it cost more. I got Jesse for a really good price, but like you guys know, he was sick. We did put some medicine in him over a year ago. Obviously none of that's in the system anymore. You can see he's just enjoying life. I do not recommend, if you're a YouTuber, naming your steer, your cow, your animals if you're going to process them, because all you people out there, and even the wife, even my wife and the kids, they get attached to them when you name them. Like I said before, everyone says, don't name your animals. Well, it doesn't affect me at all, but I can see how it does affect some of y'all out there and some of the family. But yeah, if you're a YouTuber, don't name your animals. Unless you're going to name them like pork chop, bacon, stuff like that, lamb chops. You can see Jesse, he's just enjoying it. He's getting fat and happy. So this is probably going to be one of the last videos I do of Jesse, if not the last. I haven't decided if I'm going to film, load them up, and take them to the processor. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not. This may be just the last one, and when I get his meat back, I may talk about it some more on that. Like I said, I did not keep track of how much feed we put in them, because we're feeding the sheep too. So I can't give you guys a breakdown on cost to raise a steer in this video, in this year, because I didn't keep track of it. You can see Jesse just enjoying himself. I'll tell you what, like I said before, if you are thinking about raising these animals, get you an automatic feeder. Get a big water trough, because they drink tons of water, especially when they start getting bigger and it gets hotter outside. They're going to go through the water like crazy. So if you don't have a big trough, you're going to be out there every day, if not 2 times a day, because he will drink that in a day and a half tops. So we're out here every other day, filling this up, topping it off. So that could be a little bit of a hassle if you're not home every day, if you're working late or whatever, and you're not home to get to water them. Get a bigger trough. Other than that, get him a shelter. Jesse's had shelter and shade and all that stuff his whole life. He's lived a good life. That's all I can say about it. Jesse, hate to see you go, buddy, but I'm kind of glad to see you going away, because we're ready to have some fresh meat from our steer we raised ourselves on our property. That's the thing about it. Raising your kids, knowing where their meat came from. There's so many people out there that live in the city. A lot of these people get on my channel. I don't know why they watch me, because they just get on there and criticize. But they live in the city and they think, oh, why don't you just go to the store and buy your meat? The animals aren't hurt there. Yeah, okay. Think about that. It would blow your mind if you really realized how many people really think animals don't die when you buy the meat from the store, from the grocery store. It's crazy. Any piece of meat anyone's ever eaten, the animal has had to die for you to eat it. That's the reality of things. So if you're buying even if you buy tuna in a can, that fish got killed, got stuffed in that can. I'm telling you, I just don't understand people sometimes. When it's a lot of the big city people, not probably if you're watching this, probably not you, but maybe some of you trolls that are watching this. But the people that live like in, I'll say Los Angeles, New York, big cities like that just aren't in touch with reality when it comes to farms, homesteads, raising your own meat for consumption. I'm just glad my kids know exactly where our meat comes from. We've raised meat rabbits, meat chickens, steers, lambs. We've raised a little bit of everything, quail, for meat, and the kids absolutely enjoy all of it whenever I prepare it for them. So I don't regret this lifestyle at all. And I know most of y'all watching this, and some of you that are watching it want to do this same thing. And I encourage you, get out there and do it. You don't have to have a big farm to raise your own meat animals. You can start with rabbits, chickens, stuff like that. Maybe you don't have enough, you can't have a cow or steer. That's other things like rabbits and quail and chicken, stuff like that, like I just said. So you guys, I hope you've enjoyed the channel. Hope you've enjoyed the journey with Jesse. I know it's a sad day for a lot of y'all watching this, but it's just part of it. You guys knew this day was coming, and it's here. It's here. So this is probably going to be the last video I make on Jesse. So hope you guys enjoyed his life with me. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, learning experience for me and for a lot of you all out there. I appreciate every one of y'all that do support the channel by watching it and hitting that thumbs up. I really do appreciate, my family appreciates it. We'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.